order.
Wait, there it is. They're remote.
Do it again.
Nope.
Okay. January 13th, 2026 training board meeting. Move approval of minutes.
Move approve minutes as presented.
Second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All abstain.
Abstain.
One change.
Gordon, can I use your stamp? I mean, Kenny, can I use your stamp? Okay.
Motion carries. This is a claim for, moving on to claims. Chuck Sewer and Drain, $435 for the Rob tile. That's $73,235.98 in the fund. And I will abstain from this. I need a motion.
What was it?
Cleaning the
Tile.
tile.
Rob tile.
Move we pay this claim as presented.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. Okay.
Opposed, one abstain. Moving on to old business. Part of the Back Creek, the newbie discussion, and it's got $105,379 in the fund.
I forget which meeting it was, but I gave you a packet that had these. One, Chuck was gone, we were gone when we gave them out. And then I've got the three.
Fairmount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little newbie is Sissel's trailer court.
It's at Sissel's Trailer Court, Kenny.
Is that the one we're talking
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
is Little newbie? Little newbie's first?
Yep.
I took the ones out of this packet, Chuck, and these are the three that we were discussing. They were part of that packet though.
Okay.
And then I've got, if you'll take one and pass them down, Gordon, that's the same thing you've got, Chuck, so you won't need to grab them as they go by. We've got three different ditches in that group. These were all with that packet that I gave out that same day. Little Newbie is an open ditch that runs on the back side of Sissel's Trailer Court, there by Gas City, Jonesboro area. And it comes from the west and south of 22. On the picture, it shows, if it was this way, the bottom left-hand corner, there's farm acreage south of there that is restricted because of the buildup of sediment in that woods south of 22. Me and Jim looked at it when Jim was still here, and we thought we were going to approach that area. When I approached that area, I had 2.5 to 3 feet of silt in the ditch. I went further downstream, probing it, still getting 2.5 to 3 feet of silt halfway through the trailer court. And I think it needs to be dredged from either 68th Street or from Pennsylvania to the top end. It's the same fund as Back Creek, the same fund as Fairmount. There's 105,000 in the fund now. It was 104 when I handed out the packet. It pulls in $350 to $400 a month in interest. That account does, but it's only $1 an acre, $1 a home site, $1 a parcel with a $5 minimum.
On the south side, is that I of I?
No, this is on, who is that, Manuel's or, is that Windows? Doug, is that Windows property south of them home sites?
Jackson's.
Jackson's on south of 22 there, Kenny.
Okay.
There's 105 in the fund, so To brush and dredge it, I'm looking at, it's gonna cost at least $90,000 to brush and dredge that. I've looked in the back of the office, there's cards that, for each ditch. The reference that it goes to in the books only has a legal drain to Pennsylvania. It doesn't say it's down to 68th Street. So unless we can find it further downstream, I would rather not go downstream unless I can prove it in a book that it's a regulated drain. We still could start at Pennsylvania, going upstream and brush it and not approach the dredging at the moment.
You mean up to 68th Street, correct?
No, from Pennsylvania up the south side of 22.
Through Sissels.
Yes, through Sissels and all the way to the south side of 22. Approach that possibly with just doing the brushing for now. Or we can spend 90-some thousand, but that's gonna wipe out Back Creek, which is also what we're looking at fund-wise for Fairmount, if any fund is to be spent in Fairmount. That's the situation on
I don't see we want to spend all Back Creek's fund on
Little Newbie.
Little Newbie.
About approaching it as far as getting it brushed for now and where it can be accessed to do dredging in the future. It's not gonna get cheaper.
How much you figure it'll be to just to
Brush
brush
it?
it? We'll have to send out for bids. but-
There's close to 8,000 feet. And it wouldn't shock me to be over 70,000. I
They
mean,
have a bridge, right?
there is Jackson Farms there and they may be interested in doing the brushing. They may do it for a good price. They would have to register with the county as far as doing work for the county and getting paid from the county. But the contractors, the cheap contractors we have from Montpelier are not gonna want to come over here and mess with this ditch in the corner of this town. I highly doubt.
You never know though.
They may. The extreme out of Tipton, it may not bother him. And he's been a little bitter in a previous, but it's hard to guess on brush
What about
how much it's gonna cost.
the Tom guy?
Tom Stevenson,
Yeah,
he doesn't want brush. He just wants to dig.
okay.
That's why he did bid on the one job, was because there was hardly any brush on it. So,
You know, there ain't nothing simple about his job when you go to that trailer court, because you gotta haul all that stuff out, don't you?
you have to haul the dirt out, but it's not as congested as you would think. I drove in there and
Now, they got most of that.
it's
Where you can get in there
accessible
too.
from the north
Yes,
side.
Yeah,
They've got an area that they process their broken limbs and such and whatnot.
and they do get a lot of flooding in that area.
They are on board. They're
Yeah,
wanting to do it. And removing the brush will help the water move some, but it's not gonna help Wendell on the south, or Jackson's on the south side of 22.
Not with that much.
I mean, it'll be a little bit of relief to remove the brush, but at least it'll be out of the way for when we do have more fun to dredge it.
Maybe, but you might reach out to Jackson's, cause you know what I'm saying?
If you guys are okay with it, I will.
Cause I know him.
Cause if you use this money, what's the next collection rate on it?
It collects 22,000 a year. So we'll get
Right.
22,000 in 2026.
Do you think we should raise that rate since we're trying to raise them rates to get to a minimum, you know?
I think we should. $1 an acre or $1 a house, that's
Yeah,
even at $2 would break. Even if you only doubled it, you would get 44 grand.
right.
So, but a lot of upset people, and they got mad about the $1 an acre.
And that was in 99, I thought.
Yeah, that Gordon can attest to the,
50% have to oppose that. There's a lot.
51.
you can increase it a quarter and not ask them.
Yeah, we can.
Well, if you look at,
That would bring in another 5 grand a year.
if you look at if White Oaks was on board, I mean, you look at their area, you know what I'm saying? You got this area right here, right, you're gonna have the trouble with.
I have to contact those landowners. The one
Right.
up by 22, I think, is vacant.
But I mean, you're looking at 99, that's 2025 now. They know everything, going to the grocery store went up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think if you only raised it,
Realistically, they should be fine with it going up.
yes, you know what I'm saying?
But I've met some of them people, and they're not all realistic.
Well, but it's actually to help them too, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yes. But I mean, we don't want to wait to proceed with doing something until we increase the rate, do we?
well,
Then you're talking public hearing and,
we probably do want to.
Not if we just raise it for
Well, what I'm saying is what we got to do for Fairmount, how much is, you know what I'm saying?
possibly nothing with my conversation with Bud Shelton. Possibly we may not have to spend out of the maintenance fund. If the drainage board gives their blessing to let Fairmount use their manpower and material to work on the easement of the drainage board, if that's worded correctly.
Speak to it.
You want?
question. Can we table this till the end of the meeting and
Oh, this
come
is,
back to it?
this is just conversation, yeah.
Okay. This is your,
No,
is,
we're gonna hear him talk about it after
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're not doing Stony Creek and Upper Middle?
This is just a discussion from my perception.
Okay.
No definite decision has to be made.
Since it's contingent on what we might have to do to Back Creek, let's hear the Back Creek discussion first.
Okay.
And then decide on this.
Yeah.
You guys, President, this is my first meeting.
So, I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Playing by the.
So let's mess the agenda up. Let's go to new business and then come back to the old.
Okay. We're gonna move on to new business, Back Creek. Bud Shelton, Town of Fairmount. Come on up, Bud.
Bud Shelton, Fairmount Town, but wastewater and water. The project that we want to do is to remove some trees along the Back Creek. Do we have a new range of what we need?
Yeah, the streets aren't labeled on here, but
Okay.
use your institutional knowledge to kind of guide them.
Right. So pretty much between Washington Street and Jackson Street. Now that range has changed just a hair. We would like to have the authority from the drainage board to remove trees of 10-inch in diameter or more. And the reason is if we remove the trees through our project, we have to replace those trees at a 5-to-1. I misspoke the other day with Gordon, it's actually 5-to-1 as opposed to 10-to-1. So it's a 5-to-1 replacement ratio by DNR.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we remove trees outside of your authority, we have to replace those 5-to-1. And the diameters in which they're talking about replanting are anything over 10 inches or more. So probably with that diameter, we're probably looking at 30 trees. And I just don't see where either the town wants that down there or the drainage board. What's best for our county is obviously what's good for us too.
Where are they wanting to put these 5 trees that they're wanting you to replace?
Within your easement.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's if we do it within our project. Now, if you guys would give us the command to go out and remove said trees, as long as you guys have the power over that ditch, they wouldn't make us replace that if we do it outside the project. That's the state revolving loan fund is financing quite a bit of this job, and we're trying to alleviate some of the things that we can get away with doing ourselves. So it's regulated by DNR.
So if you take out 30, you'd have to put back 150?
In the easement.
Kinda sounds.
In the easement, yeah,
You'd be liable.
yeah. I mean, personally, I would love if you debrush that whole area, but I'm willing to do whatever we can to.
What do you think it'd take to debrush the whole area?
I don't know. You know, the biggest bang for your buck, you know, you want to speak to that? What? I don't know, you mean physically go do it?
Just look at it.
I don't know what a money frame would be. I
Are
wouldn't
you
know.
talking the flat, or are you talking the bank and the flat?
Bank in the flat.
Do our easement. Cut
Yep, do our easement while we're there.
You're at least,
Your easement is probably about full in two block area down there. I'd say your easement is probably 600 feet of bank. Meaning all that would need to
That's where it
brush,
has brush and trees
Yeah.
on it.
Right,
About
right.
600
brush and
foot of
trees
that.
and everything.
Both sides.
No, we just need one side.
Just the one side, be the east side.
we generally have used the west side, but the east side does have brush on the bank, which would warrant spending maintenance money to
Do
get,
both sides.
to get.
Which
At
side you
least
guys
the
working
east
on?
side,
East?
We're
They
working
gotta haul
on
it
the
out
east.
to make
Okay.
it expensive. They're either going, whoever cuts it's either gonna have to haul it down or mulch it or something. I mean, you can't burn it there. So that's gonna greatly increase the price compared to what we usually do out in the countryside. You cut it, throw it in a pile and burn it.
Right.
So you're at least $20 a foot would be my quick estimate to cut it and haul it out of there.
And you're exactly right. It was dredged on the other side of the bank.
But, I mean, there is growth on that side that is slowing down the flow of the ditch. I mean, it's warrantable if, me and Bud had talked with the board giving the blessing and them doing the work. I don't know if that would be a possibility or not. As far as the town cutting and hauling it away.
As far as the total deep brushing, I don't know that I've got the manpower to do that. I got the manpower to cut down a few trees, but we're over the water and the sewer, so we're quite busy.
Oh, I understand. I just,
Yeah.
to accommodate both parties.
Well, I'm looking at like, okay, DNR's gonna come in and say, well, why are you just clearing the top? If the drainage board's doing it, they would clear the whole thing.
It does us no good to just brush the top. I mean.
Right.
the
I'm trying to think ahead, thinking they're gonna ask the question, well, why are you guys doing this? Why not the whole thing? And then they're
And you
still
guys
gonna come
working
back on
today?
you and say, you need to plant trees.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I don't have do you have anything on that?
As far as what DNR's expectations would be?
Yeah, DNR, they don't necessarily.
Yeah, I'll speak. My name's Rob Bellucci. I'm with Commonwealth. I'm Bud's project manager on the current sewer project.
Can you spell your last name?
Yes, B as in boy, ELLUCCI. So if we were to go, I guess, the nuclear option and take everything, right, do the brush, get the whole thing cleaned out and run it through our project, as some sort of change order, that's where we're going to be subject to the DNR requirements, right? The replanting at the 5-to-1 ratio. Will it need to be replanted in the exact same spot that we're taking them out? No, but they're going to want it in the same floodplain drainage area, right? And we would have to get with our environmental folks to come up with a mitigation plan that would very clearly state, here's what we're going to do to restore it when we're done. Obviously, we would want to run that past you guys before we send it to DNR to make sure we're all on the same page. But that, if that's the route we ultimately end up going, procedurally, that's how it's going to have to be done. I think what Bud had offered up right now is to get the corridor cleared for the new interceptor. you know, the town would be willing to do the tree removal. But like he said, that with him running the two utilities, they just don't have the manpower to get down in the channel and start clearing it out.
So if they took the trees out, how much you think to brush that? If we got somebody to come in there.
You might get it for $10 a foot. Are you just gonna do that? You're just gonna do that section then?
I mean, do what Richard said, you know what I mean? Do the bank and the
I don't know.
top.
But then DNR gonna question why we're just doing that 600 foot.
That's my concern.
But you said it was also causing what? Right?
The bank is a restriction. Is there more, I know I should know this answer, but is there very many places where there's more brush on the ditch bank through town? Or is that a somewhat isolated area?
It's pretty isolated. The ditch is mostly exposed on the north end.
To the north there, it looked like it was clear.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. That one area was owned by a man who he's passed away within the last year, and he did no care on that ditch whatsoever.
Yeah, immediately north of this area is clear, and it's pretty well clear up to the next road for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
So that would, I mean,
Justification.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This area that we're talking about, you know, this obviously, this is where we're in closest proximity with our pipe, right? It could, for consideration, it could be considered that the drainage board views this as an opportunity because the town is working in this area,
Yes, that we're gonna,
that you view this as an opportunity to go address some things that have been on your radar, but you haven't had the opportunity to do yet. Just a thought.
You're all right with that, Richard?
Yeah.
we can put it out for bid, you know what
Uh-huh.
I mean? And
We can come in and do the rest of it after you guys are done and go home.
And technically, we could go ahead and probably okay it, them cutting the trees so they can go ahead and.
Yeah, because we're in the process of getting our dewatering put in and verifying existing utilities, so now would be the time. Plus bat season starts in what, April?
Well, I mean, it's a little slower in the winter.
Right?
It may be advantageous for the drainage board to supply them with a letter to present to DNR
That we give them, Mary.
that was addressing that area for maintenance and going to
And
further do the
Maintenance.
banks after they've done their thing. That would be future maintenance on the bank after you guys have got your project.
because you already got to slow down anyway, so that's another reason we got to clean it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We justified.
That way we can, we need to take a vote on, go ahead and pass it. So they can go ahead and remove the trees, and then we'll take quotes on the,
Have me write a letter for the footage on the bank.
yes, and get it to Mary, and then she can send it out for quote.
Do you want a stipulation in there to wait until they are done with their project? So
Yes.
we're not in there butting
Yes,
our
yes.
area.
Yes.
Okay. So after Paramount's project, okay.
All right, I need a motion, guys.
What do we need it to say?
I got land in there, so I
Oh, okay.
Just a motion for the Fairmount to go ahead and remove the trees in this area,
In our easement,
in their easement,
ours.
and then we'll come back and bid the brushing, send out for bid, and
Okay.
get it brushed.
I'll make a motion that we allow the town of Fairmount to remove the trees in our easement along the top of the bank to further their project along and to give us access to clear the rest of the bank in the future as their project is completed. That work?
That works.
You let that roll out pretty good there, Richard.
All in favor? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Who's second?
Got one abstain.
Done.
Hey, got one abstain.
I'd like to thank you for scrutinizing that and tough questions, and I appreciate those. And thanks for your support.
Oh, no
We don't
problem.
want you to get in trouble and we don't want to get in
Yes.
trouble, so.
I like that.
You don't want to plant 150 trees.
Is it okay if we exit?
Yes.
Did Kenny vote on it? I didn't hear him say.
Kenny, did you okay it? Hey, Kenny, can you hear me? Did you okay it?
Yes.
Yes, okay. We couldn't hardly hear you. We couldn't hardly hear you.
How many feet? But how many feet did you say that was? About
Roughly 600.
600 feet, roughly. Okay. I know it's in your email, I just don't have it in front of me.
I appreciate the effort you guys put into that.
Do you have a location where a contractor can take the brush when it is cut?
I think we can come up with something, yes.
So that they can dispose of it there reasonably close?
Right,
Okay. I'll get with you more about that.
okay. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Was there any other business you want to go back up?
Now we can go back to the little,
Little newbie.
Okay, we'll go back to Little Newton.
because we didn't spend any money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, with the approval to do the bank, maybe $10 to $15 a foot, $6,000 to,
Maybe a year though, so we'll have another 22,000 in the fund.
or into a public hearing by then,
Yeah,
or added a quarter.
Well,
You can add 25% to an assessment roll without taking it to a public hearing.
he said it might be worth a quarter, not the dollar. Is that what you're saying with the people you gotta deal with? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe.
I understand, sir.
You've been involved in
Yes.
a little upset ones, but not this ones yet.
Okay. So what do you want to do about the Little Newbie Back Creek, part of the Back Creek?
That answered the question as far as somewhat how much money was gonna get spent in Paramount, so.
Right.
What did you got, what are your gentlemen's pleasures? How do we pursue this further? You wanna wait until I know description further downstream to 68th Street? Or do you wanna go ahead and start on Pennsylvania and do what we can? Or start on Pennsylvania with a brush job? Sorry.
Well, we probably better, I think we better wait until we get the whole bid for that Fairmount job.
You got this
It's
year's
coming out of this
22.
fund, right?
Next year's 22. We got 22 this year, 22 next year, even if we don't do the rate. But it's not uncommon for us to spend money in Jonesboro and Back Creek each year too.
yeah, see, I don't want to spend all Back Creek's money on this little ditch.
Okay. Do you want me to pursue just getting the brush and see what kind of a price or what kind of reaction I get from Jackson's?
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
And
You know
then
what I'm saying?
now Jackson's fall under the same category as other contractors that have to register, correct?
Yep,
Yep,
yep.
Okay.
What's the cost to register?
It's 100 or something?
I thought it was like $35.
Yeah, so it's pretty cheap
Okay.
for airplane.
And something about a
You just
bond.
got, yeah,
Their insurance company has.
Their insurance company just gives
the
them-
area plan.
it's a performance bond.
And I
When they
don't,
get to the right person, Jackson's will sign up.
Right,
okay. And that may make this a lot more economical.
right. And
I,
then at least we know where we're at with the brushing over there.
okay.
okay. Do we want to talk to them and see if they're interested in dredging it and brushing it?
I can.
Jackson's,
Yeah,
Yeah, they turned the bill in last
before
year.
we make the decision?
Yeah.
This is just discussion. I mean,
we'll go ahead and
Yes.
put this on,
I'll pursue getting a hold of Jackson's and
Yeah.
relay back to the board what I find as it comes and come back to you before I send any kind of a letter out at the moment.
so then we'll go on and move to Stony Creek.
Okay.
We got, $12,308 in that fund.
Yeah. I was told by the gentleman on 700 that lives right where it goes underneath the road. He said the water wasn't moving like it used to. I've tried to call him back to get clarification as far as what he means by not moving like it used to. Because I don't know if that means the water's not getting out of the field behind his house, or if it means that the water's backing up, getting closer to going over the road. I'm not certain. But there's 12,000 balanced. There's 5,573 feet of open ditch that could be dredged. That's gonna be 11 grand. But I'm not so sure that we don't need to remove the brush. Until I talked to him, I'm not sure if it was not draining out of the field or if it wasn't getting away at the road. If it's not getting away at the road, to me, it makes it sound like the brush to the north is more restricting of it than what the dredging needs. Both the brush and the dredging need done, but there's not funds to do both. At the moment, I would say that the brushing is probably more.
What's the collection on these?
$1.25 an acre, $10 a home site, $1.25 a parcel, 50 cents an acre for forest, and then $1.50 for right of ways. And the acreage that is on forest, there's 141 acres on the assessment roll for forest,
And there not near
no trees out there. So it needs revisited as far as the assessment roll. If it's one of the very few that still has a forest rate on it. It's the first one that I've seen that has a right of way rate on it.
Yeah.
So you think we should raise this rate?
It wouldn't hurt to. I mean, a
Right,
lot of
because
them.
you're gonna spend that money anyway, right?
Oh, and it's 2,500 acres drained through this. And it's only pulling in 3,500 a year.
Oh, $1, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a lot of tile. It's got about a mile of open ditch, but there are a lot of tile that go into this. Stony Creek and tributaries covers the tile, and you can about bet every year we're gonna fix the tile somewhere. The King ditch is on it, Kaufman ditch is on it, there's a couple other ditches, Cooper, I forget all their names.
So, you guys, I think we ought to set it for a public hearing. What do you think? Because we need to raise it, because you know you're gonna spend that anyway. And like you said, it's 2,500.
Yeah, there's almost 4,000 feet from the road downstream to Pipe Creek if you were gonna brush it. At 4,000 feet, $10, 40,000, not even close to having the money to do that. It's deep. That is a deep ditch going down through there.
So how do we go about that, Mary? Do we have to go to a public meeting and then raise the rate, or do we discuss the rate now, or we have to have another meeting for the rate?
Well, what we need to do is like, if you say the assessment roll is good to go, then you guys say, okay, we think we want.
It's
this
not
much.
the,
It's not, it's gone over.
So he just needs to get that done and get it to you, and then we can go from there.
then we'll set a meeting.
And
Okay,
then if you could email me and let me know that, to put it on the agenda, then I'll know to start looking at what dates I could do.
Okay.
okay. So we'll take care of that. Now let's move to Middle Fork.
And just sit on Stony Creek as far as not, okay.
Yeah, because we'll get that, we might as well raise it, because you're gonna spend that money.
Yeah, 'cause you already said there's not enough money.
And then the money will probably get spent on tile breakdowns, I would guess.
Right, since you said you had to repair, a lot, so. I will move to Middle Fork Upper. There's $165.79 in the red.
Yeah.
Gordon's gonna go mad now.
Yeah, this one just got activated. This will be the first year for it to
Right,
collect.
this is just
What's it
the,
collect?
48,000.
this is just the, advertisement, correct, Mary?
Yep, public hearing and findings in order.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we just gotta have a motion to take some out of the general fund to move over to make this in the black, correct?
That, it's already been, well, no,
We're already good?
Middle Fork,
yeah, that's been already done.
it'll collect 48 this year.
Okay,
Yeah, they just need to.
They just passed it last year.
okay.
I just wanted to know if there's a beaver dam at that location, David DeVore is the one that pointed out to me, we were looking at another ditch and he said, "There, come look at this." And you can pull up on the road and see it from the road. It's that big.
Right.
With being no money in the fund, I just want to know which Steve Comer is here, which owns the property. David DeVore is here that has interest in it. Neither one were sure whether or not they would be able to make the meeting. That's why I didn't say they were going to be here for sure. But are you willing to, I think Steve is willing to remove it, but he would have to register. Is it something that you want to bid out, or do we want to give it to the landowner that has the equipment that can do it?
Yes.
Do we want to wait? It's going to, if it's still there when the spring rains come, it's going to cause more problems then, but that is you gentlemen's decision as whether you want to.
Steve, are you willing to register as a contractor?
What's it take to do all that? What's the,
You have to go up to area plan. You have to have your insurance. And what else, Mary?
Proof of workman's comp. And they just need to pay their $35 or whatever it is.
And then give all the information to Mary, the copy of the insurance and stuff, so she can have it for the drainage board.
And I have to have a certificate of insurance.
yeah, I could probably do
And then
No, just so
But
you
then
know, a landowner,
When's this collect?
if we gave him
it would
permission
be
to do it,
this fall.
we would not have
This,
to
or
register.
sorry, this spring. If it'll collect this coming
Only
year.
half of it
If
though.
I'm not paying
basically,
him.
Yeah, usually it's about half.
Okay,
Usually more than half, but
So-
count half.
He
Okay.
doesn't have none.
if we don't pay him, he doesn't have to register.
If I don't get a bill from him, correct.
If him and Dave just do it, they don't have to register,
Right.
and we don't have to pay them.
If that's the way they want to do it,
That's gonna cost some money though that's a big beaver dam.
Okay. Just throwing the option out there.
Okay.
it. I've cleared it more than once.
Yeah, he's got a big pile back there where he's pulled it out. and-
How much do you figure, sir, that you think it's gonna cost to get it out there?
Well, the last couple times I've done with the backhoe, you're just about out of reach. I need an excavator in there to do it. When I first got that hoe, I hired it hauled, and that was $500 every time we moved it, so. You know, if you look at it that way, I don't know, is it worth $1,500 to do it? I don't know.
It's very cheap compared to a
Yeah.
contractor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we getting the beavers trapped out of there or?
You have to sign up because that's just what we gotta do now by
So we can pay
the
you.
law and all that.
and
We
after the
can pay
meeting, I can take you up there and they'll give you something to tell
Yeah,
you.
Mary can walk you through it.
What about the beavers? Are we getting them trapped out
Well,
there?
that's what me and Raymond talked about this morning. You take it out and, you know, I've taken some out before and you see that big wall of water gush, it's kind of neat, and then it's put back together in about 3 days.
Yeah, they pick your stuff you drag out, put it back in there, don't they?
Well, you know, if we get the ditch dredged, we're taking enough trees down, it would help a lot, but there's a little pond there and it'd be hard to get all the trees down. Yeah, does anybody ever take some form of dynamite in there and blow those things up? Is that even legal? You kill a beaver in the process? I'm not kidding.
Never been
I've held
asked.
this for a long time, the same spot.
If you do it, I want to come watch.
I've never seen anyone never heard of anyone blowing one.
Right.
They usually get a longer reach excavator where they can reach out further and really remove as much of it as they can.
Right.
But then you got,
So do people trap them?
yeah, there's
We've had
nuisance
people try to
trappers.
trap them and, you know, it just keeps coming back.
So what do you want to do to fix it then? Do you want the thing dredged?
Yeah, I want to dredge. Yeah,
Eventually,
That's why it's
I mean-
on maintenance.
It just got maintenance on it last year and this is the first collection and we're starting to spend the money. I mean, Kenny did the math and it was $600 and some thousand to dredge the ditch. And that wasn't involving the brush involved. So it's gonna be an ongoing project every year if we wanna spend money on this ditch. I mean, that 48 grand can be spent
Yeah, but you
right
said-
away.
But you said really you're only gonna get half of it, right?
Yeah. And
So what about his area? Can it be brushed either to move it to slow the beavers down?
can be, if the drainage board wants to spend the money before it's in the account. And how much you want to spend before it's in the account.
It won't post to the account till like late June.
I mean, the money will come in and you can shuffle it back to the general fund after the general fund pays.
Well, why don't
Or-
we just address him taking that out
The
there,
beavers first.
beavers first.
Doug's
you
trying to
kinda-
eliminate the trees for future dams.
Right, and then you can kind of go out there and look at it and see what you think,
It's
Well,
a
we need-
brushy area.
and then we can go from there as far as putting bids out, or if you guys want to brush it too, or, you know what I'm saying?
Would you be
This way, at
all,
least you could get it out of your way, you know what I mean?
would you be okay with a nuisance trapper with a like year's contract?
Wouldn't bother me. Should be progress.
Would the board be all right with hiring a
We
nuisance
gotta get rid of the
contractor?
beavers.
If we do it for a year contract, then he's gotta go back until he doesn't get no more beaver.
How
What's
many
that-
beavers
what's that
are on
cost?
there? Is it a
Not real
lot of other
expensive,
beavers?
Surprisingly, it's not as expensive as you would think.
I'd like to see it on, in
Yeah, in
writing.
writing, a contract with,
Yeah, but I don't have no problem with that.
okay.
It's like you say, it's gonna save us too.
Eventually, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, but
but
you
then
can
the
get rid
beaver's
of
a
it.
lot cheaper than the dam.
Yeah.
So pursue a trapper.
So do we have to make a motion on him to go ahead and do that? Yes, I need a motion to let the homeowner take out the
Property owner.
property owner, take out the log jam, and then he can bill us as long as he signs up with the area plan and gives the drainage board what they need.
Up to a limit, or do you want to throw that in there or not? As far as his expense,
What's worst case scenario, sir?
There's possibly two spots that is in the area that I farm. I don't know. I'm not gonna dredge a whole ditch, I'd say 2,000 I'll get it. I don't know. So I can get in
So
there
we'll
quick
just
enough.
say not to exceed $4,000. That'll give you a little leeway, you know what I mean? What do you think?
bust it open, and if it turns into more than $4,000, I
Yeah.
can stop for now and revisit the issue, or?
Yeah, he can just, if he thinks it's gonna be more, then he can just come back in and
Okay.
we'll address it then.
I mean, you never know if a tree's gonna let go when you grab it, or if you're gonna have to remove 6 other trees from it to make it move.
Right.
So, I'd hate to put you on too tight and then have to come back. So, the trapper on Middle Fork, nuisance trapper.
So do I have a motion for the property owner to remove?
Yeah,
the
I
two-
move that we allow the property owners to remove this beaver dam on Middle Fork up to, limit the work up to $4,000. If it's more than that, they need to come back, and to hire a nuisance trapper to see if we can get rid of the beaver.
Yeah, get a contract, get us some.
A year contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, your contract. Do I got a second?
Second.
Got a second by Gordon. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Did you say yes, Kenny?
One WebEx,
Yeah, I got them.
Yeah, okay. Okay, any other business?
Barry's got it. Barry's got a list of trappers.
I got one thing here. This is about the Jesse Tippy.
Okay.
So they said we never voted on this for him to just bill us the labor. But I thought we did, but
We discussed it,
we discussed it, but they said we had to,
or who to pay what part.
because Blim was gonna dig the ditch.
Yeah.
And Bragg's guys were gonna do labor, and he was
Yeah.
just gonna turn the bid, or the labor charge in.
Yeah. And then,
But we didn't vote on it. We discussed it, but we didn't vote on it.
what, did he send in a building, did he?
Yes.
thought it had been approved. I didn't realize it hadn't been voted on.
Reading over the minutes, we just talked about it, we didn't vote on it.
So we can go ahead and, I need a motion.
What's the bill? Is it there?
Attached to it.
Here, Mary, because you got to let Mary read the bill, because she's got all that her handwriting, so.
3404.
Yeah, but there's another one, Amber.
And I don't know if you guys vote to go ahead and pay it, and I can do the claim today and take it to the auditors and he can pay. Or do I have to bring it back to the next meeting?
What's the material bill here? We aren't paying it, are we? We're paying material and labor?
Fratco, yeah, Fratco is 2682, and Nolan Holloway for labor is 22.
Washington Township Fire Department. It's to the east,
Out there on Salem Pike, you remember we talked about it, all them houses.
oh, the 8-inch tile behind the house as it went down towards the Jesse Tippy and whether or not it hooked, and then it was hooked, and
Yeah, then we made a tribute.
then the other tile coming in with this. So what was the whole bill?
So what's the whole bill?
Yeah, you can pass around.
34, the whole bill? Or 34?
3404.
3404.
That whole thing. Is there that much in the fund?
Material,
Material and labor.
How much is in the fund, Mary?
I'll show you how. Do I have, oh, yeah, it's on the supposed to be on there.
Brings in annually. All right.
4926.
Yeah, look on here, it says Tippy. And then this is on over here.
Maintenance fund is 1656. So it hadn't collected enough yet,
But it
but
hasn't collected yet. It's a high rate.
it will collect.
Right.
I moved to pay this claim as presented because we said we would, so.
Can I go ahead and turn it in then?
Yep.
I need a second. Got a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries.
Who
He
is?
said aye.
You said aye, I got you, Kenny. Mary, you can go ahead and take it and get it paid. Okay. Looking for adjournment.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Second.
Jumped on that.
Karen?
Yeah. I talked about the bridge that's got to be replaced or amount.
Yeah.
That's on Back Creek. 2 years ago, the railroad closed the road, some of the roads over the railroad so they get across the parks.
Can we stop recording and
Who
put
that?
Kenny on there? Kenny, I'm gonna have
Half
to
a
hang you up, I
block
think.
to go. That's another complaint, but.
Everybody say bye.
I don't know. how-
Bye, Kenny.
Yeah, to put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to have Dave White, I could have Dave White look at it.